Live from Penn State's campus, this is Nittany Talk. I'm Sadie Prazzi, and in today's mid-season finale, we are getting into the holiday spirit by discussing our favorite traditions, hitting downtown with Santa, and celebrating our show's 1-year anniversary. Now, let's get to talking. Welcome back to Nittany Talk. My co-hosts Katherine Schreiner, Alexis Boyle, Jimmy Lagar, Ashley Mascaro, and I will be discussing our favorite holiday traditions. This time of the year is my favorite time of the year. I love Christmas. It makes me so giddy to even think about. So I especially enjoy Christmas Eve the most. I think more people think about like Christmas Day as the big event.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve is my thing. Like the days coming up to December 24th are really what I'm anticipating and looking forward to. So I'm heavily German. I was actually born in Germany. So I have a lot of German traditions that I go through, especially December 24th. I sit down and I have something called a Christmas village. And so instead of putting presents under the tree, it's like you build up a ton of boxes, you put white sheets down, like cotton, and then it's these old houses that are anywhere from like 100 to 500 years old. They're like miniature toy houses. And they get put down with like trucks and like little like animals, and it creates a Christmas village under the tree, and it's known as like the German Christmas village. And so instead of presents, we have that. And that's like something that I love. And I also like today is actually St. Nicholas Day. It's another German tradition. And especially on December 5th, you put out like shoes in front of your door. And so like St. Nicholas is supposed to come around and put like fruit in your shoes. So December 6th, you wake up and you have fruit or candy if your parents are cool. But I always got like oranges and bananas. But I loved it. But I love hearing holiday traditions, especially like deeply rooted ones. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, what are your guys' deeply rooted holiday traditions?
Actually, I'm German too, but
Oh
my
gosh.
family doesn't do German Christmas.
Oh.
We are kind of a mix. We're very German, but we're also extremely Polish. So it's a lot of Polish things instead. But for me, Christmas usually starts the day after Thanksgiving. We always put up the tree that day. That's just a day for our family. Sometimes we do it on Thanksgiving, but it really depends. So we do that, and then usually throughout the month, it's just my mom yelling at us to put up our Amazon wish list so the family knows what we want.
The Christmas pressure.
Yes, of course. Doesn't usually happen until like a week before, obviously. And then normally on New Year's Eve, we go to Mass that night, and then a tradition that has existed before I was even born in my family. We have this book. So my dad is military, so sometimes he's not always there on Christmas. And we normally, instead of just like reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, in the back of our 'Twas the Night Before Christmas book, we have writing ever since a year before I was born, so 2002, of where we were stationed at the time, how old we all were, what dogs we had. Husbands, because now my sisters have husbands, like who's married to who, last names, all that. So that's always a fun tradition for us.
That is so
Yeah.
cute.
I mean, my dad's military too, but we don't have that. My dad wasn't there for my first Christmas, but I got like a little book, I guess, of my parents' journey through the pregnancy of me.
Oh, that's so cute.
But that was just
so cute.
one little book. I mean, I'm a very Italian family, so the food is just pasta,
Yes.
more bread, and just everyone, like the whole big family sitting around. We would have the youngest open presents to the oldest, and we'd all just sit there just waiting and waiting. They'd be like, it's not your turn yet. The youngest go first. I was actually one of the youngest, though. Well, I am still one of the youngest, so that was nice. And then we did the pickle in the tree, where well, we even started hiding it all just around the house, on the first floor. Like, it wasn't even a pickle in the tree. It was just all around the house, and whoever found it got a gift card.
Oh.
And then whoever found it would hide it next year, and we would write it down like in our little box where we kept the pickle, and we'd have a little note of who won it or what year.
That's actually so interesting because Christmas Eve for me is very Italian. Even though I'm like really German, it's a very like Italian. The 7 fishes dinner, and it's like an 8-course meal, and you have the pasta, and you have to make sure you have all the 7 seafoods, and it's just a huge ordeal. That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel bad because I don't eat fish.
That's
So I don't really eat seafood, and they're like, "Oh, I do this 7 fishes."
I eat the
And I'm
pasta.
like, I'll just have lasagna by myself.
Well, for me, the Christmas season really starts November 1st. Like, honestly, the day after Halloween, I'm like that guy who like already put the Christmas tree up, you know, November 1st and everything. Like, I love Christmas. I live for Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, yes.
It's incredible. I love it. Like, whatever, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the way. But one of my favorite traditions is I grew up outside of New York City, so, you know, like maybe a few days before Christmas or a few days after, me and my family would always go into the city for like Christmas in New York kind of like day. We would just have like a day outing, and then like it would be nice if it was like snowing or something, you know, just the whole like winter vibe in New York City. It's like nothing like anywhere else in the world. To me personally, I love it. We would always go ice skating in Central Park, the Woolman Rink.
Yes.
You know, it was featured in Home Alone 2. Like so it's incredible. I love it. Yeah.
That's awesome. I cannot ice skate to save my life. I look like a turtle that's just trying to glide across the ice. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah,
So.
I don't remember the last time I went ice skating, so I love that tradition. I'm like, when did I go? Can I even stand on skates? You guys were all talking about like, oh, I'm German, I'm Polish, I'm Italian. I was like, I'm a German and Italian, but I don't do anything based off of like that. I just kind of do my own thing. So my mom loves Christmas. She hates Halloween with a passion. So while the trick-or-treaters are at my house, she will start taking down the regular decorations and putting the Christmas trees up. Oh my God. So everything, like our house was not decorated outside because my parents are not very good at putting up the lights on the tree. So the person that was supposed to put them up did not come by I think it was November 4th. She had heart failure, and she's like, they're not here yet. I'm like, Mom, it is November 4th. You need to chill. But so Christmas in my house is very intense, but we always host. My mom's side of the family always comes over. And then like Christmas Eve, we usually have like a honey baked ham, and like my grandparents will make like macaroni salad and just like a couple other things. And then Christmas Day, we get this one place called Delilah's, has Italian food. It's just like a little restaurant. My grandparents were like good friends with the owners and stuff, so we always get their food, and my dad will make steak and asparagus, so we eat that. And yeah, we just kind of like, we open presents in the morning, and then like later at night from like all of us will open presents together from like each other. But the one big tradition that we just started a couple years ago is that my family, so my parents and my siblings and I, we'll all go to Target in the same trip, and we will all it's so nice, and we go around the store and pick one gift for everyone else, and we don't tell each other what it is, so we just like try to hide it and stuff, and we'll be like, oh, what's my mom getting for me? Like, you're constantly looking, but then you can't find them. It is. It's just like a Secret Santa with our family. It's so cute, and it's like so fun, and I'm like, oh, I wonder when we're gonna do this year, like, because we used to do it at the beginning of December, but like now I'm in college, so we're kind of wondering when we're gonna do it. But my mom's like, don't worry, we'll make time. Aww. So that's like my favorite like tradition that we still do.
I find it so funny how you like put the Christmas decorations up by November 4th. My family is strictly like right after Thanksgiving. If you put it up before Thanksgiving, they all think you are just odd.
See, I used to be like that. Like my family used to be like after Thanksgiving, and then I think after COVID, we were kind of like, we love the holiday spirit. Why are we gonna wait? Especially because it's just Thanksgiving.
No, exactly.
No, this year we actually decided we were going to extend our Christmas because we've had the past 3 years were rough holidays for our family. So we decided we wanted to just extend it a little longer and make it more fun and enjoyable for the rest of our family.
Well, speaking of extending it, I do something called, like, we do Epiphany, so I go all the way through until, like, almost the 3rd week of January is when the Christmas stuff stays up, because that's, like, when the wise men, like, came. Mm-hmm. So how long do Christmas decorations stay up for you guys?
For me, it's usually up until like New Year's Day, it really depends because I also live in New York, so we normally go to the city around that time to see like a Broadway show or something like that. But it really depends on what we decide to do that day. Going in the city on New Year's is really difficult.
I bet.
That's very dangerous, so it's just, normally we spend time doing that.
Yeah, I'm going into New York City actually in December for 3 days. So
New York's popular here.
I'm seeing 2 Broadway shows. Our family would try and go every other year in December, but for us, we keep our decorations up until someone gets too annoyed with them being there.
Yeah.
So
Same.
usually about first or second week of January, I'd say.
Yeah, my Christmas decorations basically stay up until January. Actually, on January 1st, because the holiday festivities kind of continue, January 1st is Haitian Independence Day. My family's originally from Haiti, so my whole family kind of comes together and celebrates on that day on January 1st as well. So, you know, the decorations got to stay up for that.
Right.
You know,
That has to be
family
really fun with
come
the
over.
decorations up.
Yeah, it is pretty fun, yeah.
I
So.
love that. Yeah, the one thing that has stayed consistent in my family is we always take down the decorations on New Year's Day. Always. We watch football all day, whether it's the bowl games or NFL, and my entire house goes down, and yeah, it's like crazy, but we'd put them up. Used to be right after Thanksgiving, but not anymore. We used to have like Halloween decorations and a little bit of Thanksgiving decorations, and then it'd be like Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's Day was our Christmas time, but now it's just like as soon as Halloween's over, and even during Halloween a little bit, and then
Yes,
to New Year's Day.
You
So we
start early and
extend it.
end early.
we
I guess.
extended it more, kind of like
Yeah.
you said you did a little bit.
I love hearing about that.
I know.
I would love to keep this holiday cheer up, discussing all these fun traditions, but that's all the time we have for today. For Nittany Talk, I'm Sadie Protzi.
List for the naughty list.
I love an ice list.
Oh, we believe that here at Nittany Talk, for sure.
You know what? I'm gonna say nice.
Lexi, because she yawned, and we were like, I think like that's funny too. You know, like
You're on the
I just love
spot.
that. I'm just saying, it was funny.
We're so excited for you to join us on the street with Santa. Check out this package with Charlie Claus.
I'm Charlie Klaus, and today I'll be going around downtown State College to see what everybody's doing for Christmas, how they feel about Christmas. Am I right, everybody? Yeah. Merry Christmas! Woo! Yeah! So today I have with me Nittany Talk's talent producer, who has put me on the payroll just for this one day to go around State College and ask people's questions. How are you doing today, Olivia?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear, good to hear. Do you have any weird holiday traditions? Are you Jewish?
I'm not Jewish, and I don't really have any weird holiday traditions.
I love Christmas. Is that okay with you?
Oh, absolutely. Santa loves everybody.
I love Christmas. Even the Jewish people love Christmas.
That's awesome. 8 candles up. 8, right? 9. Mishmash, yeah. Okay, I know something, you know. Might not be my cup of tea.
My grandma puts a pickle in the Christmas tree every year, and me and my sister gotta find it at the first. It's $20.
Is this a real pickle?
It's
I'm like running out of things to say.
I think Elf on a Shelf
Okay.
is really whack. I will stand by that. It's so creepy.
Do you participate in Elf on a Shelf?
I do not for that reason only.
For that reason?
Yeah.
You told your mom, you're like, okay,
Turn out like it's
I will believe in Santa as long as you want. Just get that elf off the shelf.
That's what I'm saying.
Pickle in the tree, pickle in the tree.
Well, my family does Elf on the Shelf, and the guy's name's Ernie.
Ernie.
And he's like all like, can I curse? He's all like up. Like his legs are apparently like, I don't know, a cat chewed him up. Santa, can I ask you one question? Can you hit the gritty?
Are you on the nice list for this year or the naughty list?
Ooh, that's tough. Probably Probably the nice. I've been pretty nice this year.
Pretty nice. Probably naughty. Yeah, probably naughty. Is there anything that you could tell me that would warrant you being on the naughty list? What did you do?
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
My mom might be watching. I can't let.
That is a beautiful response, you know?
Personally, I'm definitely on the nice list. Had a good year.
Nice list.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I would say nice.
Nice list.
If I were an optimist, I'd say I was nice, but I'm in college. Sometimes you gotta be a little naughty. You know?
Nice list or the naughty list?
I'm on the nice list.
Oh, we believe that here at Nittany Talk, for sure.
You know what? I'm gonna say nice.
Maybe naughty.
The nice list. I like to think I'm on the nice list.
The nicest.
I'm a nice guy.
Nice guy. Nice guys always finish last, am I right?
I'd love to say that I'm 100% sure I'm gonna be on the nice list, but you know, this year was a doozy for me, so.
Santa is always watching.
That's kind of creepy, but I mean, yeah.
True.
Definitely naughty list.
Is there anything that would warrant you being on the naughty list? What big event?
Probably like a pack of Zin a day.
Oh, the Zins. The Zin Christmas tree.
Oh, I do have one.
Oh. My name's Charlie. Charlie Klaus. Oh my God. What are you expecting to have under the tree this Christmas?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to the new Modern Warfare 2, so
COD campaign.
hell yeah.
COD campaign. What are we getting for Christmas this year? Do you know?
New brakes for my truck.
Maybe another tall boy.
Maybe like workout clothes.
Ooh, Gymshark here. Gymshark here. Red shirt. That's what it is. It's the red shirt.
Well, do you think Charlie Claus will put those college kids on the naughty or nice list? For Nittany Talk, I'm Sadie Protzi.
Lexi, because she yawned, and we were like, I think like that's funny too. You know, like I just thought. I'm just saying, it was funny.
We've loved getting to share some of our best moments with you, our viewers, for a year now. From recent news to Penn State hot takes, we all have our favorite moments. Join my co-hosts, Courtney Green, Catherine Shiner, and Ashley Mascaro to discuss our favorite moments from this past year. All right, guys, we have had a season and a half now of Nittany Talk. This feels insane, the fact that we're already a season and a half in. This is mid-season finale. We're pretty far deep. What is everyone's favorite segments? I mean, for me personally, I got segments going that, like my sports segments. I love sports. I love that I got the baseball going and everything. And I think our fun little holiday traditions have really spruced up in the past season and a half. I mean, now we have decorations, so it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love, obviously the holidays are one of my favorite times of the year, so the past couple Christmas segments, the ones you've seen on the show today have been fun. I was part of the Santa package, I was the elf, so that was a blast to film.
I loved it.
I
fun.
loved that. It was so much fun to film. Charlie and Lexi helped me, and it was so much fun. That was one of the best packages I think we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm only a freshman, so I've only been here for half a season, I guess now. So, but I've loved it. Like, I think the variety topics are so much fun. How we all sit, we're like, oh, I like this song, or I like this song, or this is my favorite tradition, this is yours. Like, just stuff like that. I like being able to share our own opinions. Stuff like that. But I also think the news is cool, how we can sit down and be like, oh, like we do the 7 stories, 7 minutes. I think that's cool because we're like, get to catch up on recent news, but we also share our own opinions on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like that one too. That's something new that we didn't do last year. I also enjoyed when you guys like shared like what your favorite music was from last week, like the Spotify episode. But by far, and this isn't to tack on any of our other like, segments, but I loved when you were an elf on the segment just before this. That was the funniest cut ever. I haven't seen like a man on the street like that. That was like that interactive and funny. And I think it's cool that we brought so much like campus life into it by going downtown during the bar crawl.
Yeah, I so agree. But I don't just like this segment, like doing all of this. I also think our Halloween episode was really fun this year.
Yeah.
That was really fun. I was a part of 2 out of the 3 segments on that, and it was just fun. We got to have candy on set. We all dressed up in costumes. It was so fun because it makes you feel like you're still with family on the holidays, but it's just your Nittany Talk family, so it's really nice. And then I would also say I really enjoyed the This or That segment that we did a few weeks ago.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I loved that one.
It was so fun, and just Charlie's commentary during it was phenomenal.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that again.
I think we love when we get like themes, like dress up and everything.
Yes.
I think it makes everyone smile a little bit more because you know someone's gonna walk in with something funny. I mean, Charlie in the Santa costume, I think made my night.
It was great.
Did you see what Charlie's wearing today with like the red jacket?
Yes.
I
Red
love how
blazer.
everyone shows up like on brand for what we're celebrating or like what we're filming.
Yes.
I think it makes like the whole like just environment of being here after like doing classes, like about to go into finals week. It's just like a better time than it would be if people weren't like so excited about it. You know what I mean?
I know. No, I agree.
And we've seen it like develop so far. We've now created panels. We had a political panel this season actually, and it had 3 segments, almost focusing on the important Pennsylvania elections, the important nationwide elections. And that panel like stuck together. They did Man on the Street. They went out and they filmed a package. I think it was really interesting to go out and interview the real world. I mean, that's what we're here for. I love that we get to do that.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Speaking of interviews, I just enjoy all of the interviews we've done so far. I think we did one with the Black Caucus last season. This season we had one with a comedy group. And
I did that. That was awesome. They were so fun.
I love the interviews. I mean, I don't know, but I was geeked out. I got to do the field hockey interview. I could not stop blushing. That made my year.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
But do you guys have any other, like, when we think about Nittany Talk and we come on, like, Tuesdays, what's your favorite part of filming? Is it, like, pre-film? Is it during the show? Or is it, like, post-production when we all get to, like, laugh our mistakes?
To be honest with you, I don't know if I think I like parts of each one. Like I love before because we all laugh and like just like mess around and have fun with each other, and then like during the show we're like so like we're serious, obviously we're on camera, but we get to like actually like we're just having a conversation. Like it's so natural that it almost feels like there's no cameras here. So I like that part of it because our show we're able to just talk. Some of the other shows are like more scripted, like reports and stuff. Like I think it's so nice how ours just is casual. And then like after we're all like, oh, like last week we were making fun of Lexi because she yawned, and we were like, I think like that's funny too. You know, like
you're on the
I just
spot.
love that. I'm just saying. It was funny.
Yeah.
I personally like mic checks just because at the end of the day, some of the most random stuff is said and it's just so entertaining. But on top of that, you get to hear about everyone else's day. And it's just really nice getting to know like what everyone is doing.
It's like a little
with their time.
icebreaker.
Yeah. Like it's just a good way to know what's going on in everyone's lives.
I like this, like behind the slike we get to tell everyone what we're bringing to Nittany Talk, like what we do, and we get to combine like 4, 5 grade levels, depending where you are, and like a ton of different people. I mean, there aren't even like broadcast or film majors sometimes in here. Sometimes it's just people that want to enjoy the show, and I think that's what makes it special.
I think that's really like interesting.
Yeah, and I think we have a few traditions that we've actually started, like the back to school, and now we have the Christmas tradition.
We'd better do the Shamrock Shake episode. I love that. We have to run that back. Maybe we could get like 8 people doing it.
Courtney and I were on that segment, and I think that was so much fun.
All we did was try Shamrock Shakes for like 8 minutes.
The ones from McDonald's?
Yeah.
I have never had a Shamrock Shake, ever.
They're so good.
No.
You have to do a segment this year.
The reason why...
Have you guys had those milkshakes from Chick-fil-A that are like peppermint?
Oh my gosh, those
are so good.
No, I haven't.
That's a hot take that maybe we should do for like next year Christmas.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, because they just reopened Chick-fil-A, so we can go now.
Holidays edition?
Keep our Nittany Talk Holly tradition strong, and you can be on the Shamrock Shake edition.
Well, every time, I'm not sure, because every time I go to like St. Patrick's Day rolls around, it's Lent, and I always give up desserts for Lent. So that's why I'm always like, I'm not gonna do it. Usually I don't last the whole time, but you know, I just like, I can't do this anymore. But I've never had one, so I'm kind of curious.
She'll be on the segment next year.
Well, sign you up. We'll get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
I'm
worry.
excited
We'll
to
keep
try.
the traditions going,
Yeah.
and we'll keep having fun little props. I love bringing the props. I think it makes it feel like a home. Like the
Yes,
couches
know.
instead of like the round table.
Oh, yes.
Love.
Oh, I know.
Love.
The couches are like just so, I feel like it makes it more homey, and like we have
Yeah.
the fire and like the decorations. Like it's definitely like a more like homey environment, like a little
Yeah.
cute studio.
It was cute to walk into.
It is. It's adorable.
Yeah,
I
love
think it
it.
was more funny to walk into than anything. It was surprising to have 2 trees.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. We have enjoyed spending this past year growing as a show and covering all topics from local Penn State interests to worldwide discussions. We hope you have a safe and happy holidays as well as New Year. For all of Nittany Talk, I'm Sadie Pratzi. We will see you next year.